The groups, starting with Mr. Deva for 4 minutes.
Madam President, it is always very useful to be able to debate such an important issue in front of a heaving chamber of colleagues who are agog to hear what the Parliament has to say on this very important matter. It's also, I'm very grateful to the Commissioner for having laid down the ground rules and his views on how we tackle this issue. Fragility is a condition that has many, many parents. The first, of course, is the process of decolonisation, when arbitrary lines were drawn on maps by the colonial powers, which cut across all sorts of internal, stable civil society functions and split countries into 2, 3 and 4, irrespective of their tribes or religious factions and so on. That induced a certain amount of instability. Then there is a natural form of instability that fragile nations now experience, countries which are prone to floods, small island states which are open to only a single economy product. There are countries which are geographically unable to sustain themselves because of the way they have been, God has blessed them with very few attributes. Countries which have desertification starting to produce mass migrations of people. There are 26 so-called fragile states in the world as we speak, and the most vulnerable people in the world are facing catastrophic consequences, not through their own fault in some cases, but sometimes through bad governance, sometimes through internal conflict, sometimes through civil wars, sometimes through genocidal dictators, as we found not many years ago in Sierra Leone and Liberia. Now, you can, Madam President, change a fragile state from being a fragile state to a post-fragile, sustainable country, as we see happening in front of our eyes in Sierra Leone. But this requires effort. It requires commitment. It requires a long-term, as the Commissioner said, commitment to that country's economic growth. It requires a commitment of nation building, an expression which I advisedly use in this chamber, because the concept of nation building is something that my country, the United Kingdom, and Britain has long experience of, so has France and Spain and some other European countries, but is wholly, utterly wholly away from the knowledge of other emerging superpowers who haven't, to put it bluntly, a clue how to punch their way out of a paper bag in terms of nation building. And we need to be able to enjoin ourselves with the body of historic knowledge that is reposited in the consciousness of European nations to help other nations who are taking a lead around the world in the process of nation building. Had we done that, and had the Prime Minister Blair done that, I think the situation in Iraq, for example, would have been completely different. Is Iraq a fragile state? Yes, it is, because it's unstable, the governance is not secure, there is insecurity problems, there are other countries in Africa which are very fragile, the Sudan, Somalia, small islands, as I said earlier. All these require coming together with a body of knowledge that we already have, and therefore I am very, very pleased indeed to be opening this debate this morning. Thank you.